All right, it says we're live.
Hello, everybody.
I don't want old videos. Old, she's saying old.
All right, let's see
Okay.
if it's actually working this time. I
Okay, we had a
still do not.
problem with the stream. Period. Gabby's checking it now.
Let's see. Go on. Let's see.
Oh, for God's sake. It says we are streaming, and I did change it to YouTube. YouTubey.
It is live right now.
We are live.
All right, good times. Yay! All right, that
Oops,
was good. I'm
period.
glad that we are.
Okay, we're live now. I said
Hello,
oops, and it comes
everybody.
out poops. Poops, we're live now.
Oh my gosh, you're such a weirdo.
Oh, it's one of those mornings. Oh God, she's texting me back. Good Lord, come in the chat, Jessica.
Yeah, go in the chat,
Go in the
Jess. Come
chat
on.
and talk to Gabby.
Hi, Expressy Jessie.
Gabby's
I
keeping
love
an
you.
eye on the chat. Debbie. I guess
The
you
only
changed your
person
name
that's
to
watching
Debbie.
right now is me. So only one person.
Gabby's
So
keeping
Lee
an
better
eye
get
on.
his ass on here too.
For God's sake, poops, Jessica writes back to me. For God's sake, poops. She's making fun of me and my typos.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, so I'm
Expressy
going.
Jessie needs to phone in and do some of her impressions for us and yodel.
I'm sure she'll get to that point eventually, but I'm not sure she's going to be doing
We
that right
need a yodeling Jessica for our show.
now.
Okay, we were going to start out by talking about DNA because that's where we left off yesterday, and
The
we were going
DNA
to.
things that everybody's getting done. I actually did it and got mine back, so I wanted to share with people, but no one is watching it, so maybe we should wait a second and see when they get here.
Nobody's watching it. All right, what do you want to talk about? Oh, look at that. There's us.
Yeah, it's us. All right, let's see. Well, I wanted to go and discuss this, which is the 23andMe. If you can see it up here in the corner, this
Okay.
is the website that I did it through, 23andMe.
23 and me. Okay.
Yeah, so they do it the same way that Ancestry does it. It uses the maternal DNA strands through mitochondrial DNA, and that's how they
Okay.
all do it. So unless you're a guy, you're not going to get any DNA from your paternal side, only the maternal side. But I
Okay.
mean, that's enough. It's enough. You get a lot.
Okay. Now, I know a couple people who have done this. My sister Susan, Jessica's husband Nick, my son-in-law, had his done, and Robin. And Robin discovered a half sister that nobody knew about.
That and her
Just a
mom
couple of
just
months
passed
before her
away
mother
when I
passed away. The girl had been looking for the mother for for her whole life. She was put up for
that was
adoption. That's amazing. I love
crazy
hearing
that thinking
stories
about
like that.
that. I'm like, and the mom would have gone to her grave. Her mom would have gone to her. That needs to be like made into a made for TV movie.
Yeah, the girl flew. Well, I don't think she flew in. I think they didn't live. I think they both lived in New York. So
Yeah,
the
she went
girl was
saw her.
able to meet her before she passed away, and she just passed away, what, 2 days ago? The mom?
Yeah,
That's
it was a
amazing.
very interesting, like, wow, that was crazy type thing. Yeah.
That was crazy. Could you imagine having
Yep.
a sibling that you never knew about and then finding out
Well, I
at like
probably
this
have
stage in
several.
your life?
I probably have several because my dad was a little promiscuous in Vietnam. So I have a
Oh
lot of
man.
Vietnamese brothers and sisters. I'm positive I do. So yeah,
You busted.
hopefully they'll do this DNA thing. Oh well, it wouldn't work anyway because it's through the
It's through
dad.
the
So
moms, yeah.
yeah, we'll be able to find them anyway. So that's crazy.
I'm killing her.
Yeah, but I know there's a bunch of them out there
Yeah.
that are my siblings
Could
in
be.
Vietnam and the Philippines.
All right. So tell us your results.
Okay, this one says, oh, it says your DNA family. I never saw this one before. This is actually um, a new report for me. I haven't seen this one yet.
We're finding out live, folks.
We are. You have 1,200 DNA relatives in your 23andMe DNA family. Whoa. It it says I have no close family or second cousins, but third and fourth cousins I have over 1,000, and many fifth to distant. Your DNA relatives live in 36 U.S. states and 4 countries. Explore the map to see where they call home. Look for a list of. Oh, this is cool. Most
cool.
of them. Oh wow! Look, I have 110 in California, 55 in Texas, 40 in Florida, and then various other places.
So
Colorado.
all in the south and west mostly. How many in New Jersey?
15 to 20 of them in Colorado, 20 to 25 in Washington, and New York, Virginia, New Jersey has 10 to 15. Interesting. Let's see what the world map tells me. I do have relatives in Australia, but I don't know them. And then I have 10 to 15 in Canada, and 10 to 15 in the UK, Ireland, Scotland, that are closer relatives. So let's click here. I have 5 in Australia, 5 in the UK, 10 in Canada, and 895 in the USA. So here's the breakdown of where they found these people.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
California, Texas, Florida, Washington, Virginia, Arizona, Oregon, Ohio, New York, and Georgia.
Didn't you say you lived in the South for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm from Alabama.
Alabama.
Yep.
Wow. Is that where your mom's from?
My mom was born here in New Jersey.
Okay, but she had you in Alabama.
Yeah. So this
Alabama.
is Alabama.
Alabama.
Here's a list. I wonder if you can actually find the people that are listed.
Jersey mug from Gabi.
Yay. So, how cool is that?
That is really cool. So there were no real surprises except for that one little percentage.
Yeah, I have, so mostly it's British, Irish, obviously.
No, like Martian?
Well, there is something that's called unspecified, so I'm guessing that's the alien DNA.
Unspecified.
They do have that, yeah. Okay, so
I keep telling my daughter that she's adopted, she's really alien. So if she has her DNA done, who knows what we'll find. Oh, she found us. Yay, so she must be watching.
Okay, good. Hi.
She's actually probably doing 3 things at once, and we're probably just background noise. I was awake at 4:30. I don't know what time she started texting me, but she was up before sunrise too, so I'm folding laundry at 4:30 in the morning, texting with her.
Now see, look, it actually gives you, do you see this? The name of people who might be related to you. 3rd or 4th cousin, 5th cousins, 3rd to 5th cousin. It's like weird.
That's cool. So remember Robin said that her sister was found at the top of the list?
Yes. Yeah. And it told her that she was a sibling, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. Close to it.
It's wild. It must have been weird to see that and go, what the fuck?
I think that would be my reaction too. Oh, shoot, I just closed something that I wanted to read.
Wow.
Has Harrell had his done?
He doesn't need to because he knows everything.
But it's what you don't know that you find out that's exciting.
It might be cool to see his mom's, but his dad's is just Polish. That's it.
I went on the Yahoo Weird News site this morning. Listen to some of these headlines. Senator helps Minnesota man whom IRS falsely declared dead.
Huh.
There was one of these that I actually read this morning. Body found under San Francisco home identified as 1876 girl. they built this. It was a cemetery, and at the time, I guess that they decided they were going to build a community on it. They moved all the bodies elsewhere, but obviously left behind this girl. And they found an old map of the cemetery and were able to identify um, what family she belonged to. And then they had like a current distant relative's DNA. He offered up his DNA and found a match, and so they know who she is now.
Really?
Yeah, she's a little girl. She was just shy of her third birthday. She died of what they called God, I don't remember the name of it, but she was malnourished. But she was born to a wealthy family, so they're thinking that she had some sort of an illness that created this malnourishment or inability to eat or whatever, and she
Probably.
probably went into a coma and then died after
So where did you see that?
that. What?
Where did you see
This
that?
is Yahoo's Weird News.
Oh, okay.
Here's another
Oh.
one. Cops. Woman entered wrong house and bed after night of drinking.
Wow, that's fun. That's fun.
We were talking about
You
that.
pick it up, and you're like, oh yeah, yep, definitely the wrong bed. Who are you? Oh my god.
There's all sorts of stuff on Weird News. If you ever do like I'm turning you up. I gotta turn your volume up. You're way too low, I think. Although I can never tell until we actually do the replay, and I'm like, oh my god, I sound like I'm screaming, or you sound horrible too. All right, so what do you got going on today?
Nothing. I'm just cleaning, and I don't know.
You don't
I don't
know?
know.
That's not very exciting. I don't know either. Well, I do know, but it's not very exciting. I'm going to be working on the neighborhood council newsletter all day, probably, because I have to get it printed tomorrow and delivered Saturday morning. I actually go and hand deliver these. I drive around the neighborhood and drop them off at our members' houses. So that's what I'm going to be doing, working on a newsletter. It's going to be like 1,000 degrees here today. It's going to be the hottest day of the year so far. They're talking about 95 degrees. I don't know what the humidity is supposed to be, but I am staying inside.
It's going to be too hot, huh?
There is nothing that could get me to go out, short of having to go to the hospital this afternoon. Usually around 11 it starts really heating up. And then by like between 2 and 5 o'clock, forget it. You're dying if you go outside.
Because of the humidity or what?
The heat and the humidity, but mostly the heat. Yesterday I felt like I was on fire just walking from the house to the cabin. All right, why am I looking at Aiken? I don't know.
Already that hot, huh? That's terrible.
North Charleston. Right. By 4 p.m. today it'll be 93. Okay, so I was off by 2 degrees. The humidity will only be 24% though. That's not too bad. 11 a.m. The humidity right now is 57%, but the early morning always is.
That's nasty.
Yeah, and they got all sorts of air warnings. The ozone is going to be bad. So if you have asthma, or you're elderly, or you have active young children, keep them inside today.
Oh my gosh, it's only May. We have that, huh?
I know, it's terrible. That's all right.
Yuck.
We got air conditioning.
Look here. See where it says
Jessica.
100%, and then 99, and then 0.4 South Asian, and then 0.1% unassigned. I'm assuming that is alien.
All right. That is alien. And my freaking nature alien daughter texts me, and she says, "Dead girls, genealogy, and weather." Sounds about right. All right, Jessica, you're watching. Phone in. We need Expressy Jessie to phone in and either do some. You need to do either yodel for us, or we want to hear some of your impressions.
I know.
You don't have to FaceTime. We're just going to do audio. So yeah, come on. Let's liven this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Gabi's still checking out her DNA, so she's not talking much.
Yep. I'm 97% Northwestern European, and with that, mostly Irish and British. Yay, Lee, you can clap now. And then there's a little bit of Kraut and French. Oh my goodness. And then my Scandinavian. Yep. But mostly my family are Scottish, Irish, British, and Dutch. So there you go. Okay, and that was that. And here's us, just us watch. We're only one of us watching right now, so it's just me. La, la, la. Showing as one person. Oh.
Oh God, I just don't want to. I don't want to do what I have to do today. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Nobody can make me.
You can't make me do it. God,
what did I volunteer for? What did I get myself into?
Ooh, there's three.
I'm whining, aren't I? Yeah, I'm whining. Shut up, though.
Say something in the chat. Say something in the chat on the right-hand side. Say hello to me. I feel lonely.
Jessica, type something. I don't know how, and no, laugh out loud. I have loud kids. That's all right. We don't care if you have loud kids.
Put them on.
I mean, Gabi and I are exceptionally boring this morning.
Yeah, we are. What's wrong with us?
Yeah.
We are. Usually we're laughing our asses off.
Yeah, usually. Well, we haven't warmed up yet. Sometimes we don't get going until after we're about to end the podcast.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. And then we're like, woohoo! I think it's our comfort. Like, we get a little comfort. Hey, cut it out. Stop being a douchebag.
Well, we run out of things to talk about, so then,
Yes, we do.
So we had a vulture sitting on Ed's warehouse this morning. Oh, did I tell you what happened yesterday?
No.
Okay, here we go. More dead things. All right. Do you remember Ed said? Remember Ed said that when I was in Aiken on Sunday, he thought he saw that fox go trotting by with something very large and brown in its mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I heard the crows screaming outside, so I went outside to look, and there's a large bird in one of the trees. I'm like, damn it, the hawk is after the fledglings. There's two fledgling crows, hanging out in the trees here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And of course, I don't have my glasses on. I just see a big brown dark bird, right? Then there's another one. I'm like, oh man, there's two of them. Oh no, these babies are gonna get killed. Well, it turned out they were vultures, and there wasn't two. There was like 7 or 8 of them, and they were all sitting in the tree behind Ed's warehouse. So I go around back there, and the smell hit me. That smell of something dead.
Yeah, that something's dead.
Something dead when it's 90 degrees out, and that lovely lingering odor in the air, right?
Ew.
So I can't see on one side, so I go around to the other side of the warehouse, and I see, without my glasses on again, flies landing on something, and I'm like, oh, something's dead back here. So I go in the house, and I get my glasses, and I get my camera with my zoom lens. Not so much that I wanted to take pictures of it, but that I wanted to see what it was through the zoom lens without having to go walk back in the snake-infested marsh back there, right? And it's only like 15 feet from the warehouse, but I can't see the thing. So I got my camera, and I did end up taking some pictures of it because I wanted to show Ed.
What was it?
I think it was the cat.
Oh.
It was the coloring of the fur is about right, but it was what was left of it was really unidentifiable as a particular animal, so we just had to go by the fur color. And I'm looking and I'm going, it could be a raccoon. It could be, but I don't see a fox killing a raccoon. Raccoon's almost as big as a fox, and they're nasty, and they got teeth and claws too, so I'm thinking, yeah, it's probably the cat. So I showed Ed the pictures, and we were zooming in trying to find body parts, identifiable markings or whatever.
You guys are so vile.
And I found a tail, and I think, well, no, I didn't find an eyeball. Ed said it was a beetle.
Ew.
So, yeah, we think, and I haven't seen that particular cat since, so we're 99.9% sure that it was the cat. And by the time Ed came home, like 3-4 hours later, he went back there to look at it. It was gone. The vultures had eaten everything but a small clump of fur. I mean, bones, everything was gone. They ate it all.
Yeah, they do. I know they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, it was so gross. But, and the smell was gone. That overwhelming odor was gone. But
really?
Yet, there was a vulture sitting on the warehouse this morning when Ed was leaving for work. So I'm thinking maybe there's a lingering odor that only a vulture can smell, and he thinks it's just something dead. But I want to show you something. I'll be right back.
Gross. Oh, so gross. So gross. So gross. Do 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 do. What's after this? I'm Elvinar. If anyone wants to know.
The vultures left us a gift.
Did
They left us a. This is a vulture feather. Look at the size of this freaking feather, man.
Oh my god.
Let me get that.
That is massive.
Measuring tape. Just laying in the backyard. All right. We're in the U.S., so we're doing inches.
All right.
It is 18.5 inches long.
Oh my god, it is?
Could you imagine making a pen? Maybe I should make a pen out of this. A gigantic vulture pen.
Yes, definitely.
Vulture feather pen. Some freaking nature would buy this. If I made a pen out of this, some freaking nature would buy it to write spells in their spell book with. Gabi.
They would.
Gabi.
No.
And dragon's blood ink.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, you can make me that. I'll buy it.
I mean, my god, this thing is freaking huge. So, yeah. I mean, I can't believe I'm actually touching the thing. That is kind of gross, isn't it? They eat dead things. They eat dead things. Carrion. Now I gotta get a baby wipe. I'm doing the monk thing. Give me a wipe. Give me a wipe for my hands.
Be careful, people. She's monk over there.
Monking. Jessica, phone in, for God's sake. We don't care if the kids are screaming. Do your Minnesota mom impression.
Yeah, we need to hear it.
Crying baby, yelling kids.
Like, leave me alone. I'm not doing it. Leave me alone.
All right, you know what, Jessica? Make a video and send it to me, and I'll play the video on air if you don't want to do the live thing. Do a video or a Snapchat for me to play on air.
Yeah.
Snapchat's only what, 20 seconds long? How much time do they give you for a Snapchat video?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. What can you do in 10 seconds? Well, I guess you could do a lot in 10 seconds.
I do a lot in 10 seconds.
Yeah. High speed Gabi. Me,
We
it's
know
like,
that
and then it's over.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. All right, I'm on Twitter now. I'm going to scan Twitter and see if there's anything interesting going on Twitter. Sorry, guys, no stream tonight. No.
Margaret wants to know.
South Carolina ports. So they found a dismembered foot.
Ew, the fuck even.
In an Adidas sneaker. I'm really morbid today. They found this dismembered foot last week at a marina in Charleston. And apparently they found the rest of the body just yesterday.
Oh, wow.
But they found, a sneaker with a foot in it. And they actually put a picture of the actual sneaker on there, hoping to identify. Like the relatives would see and say, well, we haven't seen Jimmy in 3 days. And that sure does look like his Adidas sneaker.
Where was this? What state was that?
Here, Charleston.
Ew. Did something
Let me
eat him?
see if I can find the story. Oh, yeah, this should be Monday. We should do like a Morbid Monday thing.
I like that, Morbid Monday.
Morbid Monday. I'll find all the morbid stories to talk about.
Morbid.
Oh, Google, where are you? There you are. Morbid Monday. But today's Thursday. I'm actually Google searching the word. I can't believe people still wear Adidas, Jessica says. I can't believe they still manufacture them. All right, I'm actually Google searching dismembered foot.
But like, what the fuck even?
Dismembered foot, Charleston. Well, I mean, an alligator could have gotten them. Somebody may have been preparing them to put in their freezer.
Fun, that's
He could have been doing what's his name? What was that serial killer's name? Who was eating the people? Severed feet, still inside shoes. There's more than one. Here's another one, Washington. Nobody knows exactly why severed feet keep washing ashore in the Pacific Northwest. What these scavengers thought remains a prickling curiosity. Severed feet attached to running shoes, washed up from origins unknown. 16 of these. Is this real? It's in the Washington Post. Oh, and I got a picture in one. Oh my God. Please tell me this is like fake news. This is like
You'd hear it on CNN, wouldn't you? Like it's an epidemic. What are they doing?
this can't be real. A decade-old mystery was reignited when a human foot still in a shoe washed up on a beach in Vancouver Island, Canada. February 7th. It's the 13th human foot found along Pacific Northwest shores since 2007. Well, you know, the sharks are getting the people, and they can't eat a shoe. And shoes are probably, you know, there's some air trapped inside. They're buoyant. They float. They get washed ashore. Right?
Yeah.
So that's my logic. It's probably flawed, but that's my logic. Oh my God, as more people learned about these discoveries, they attracted morbid scavengers to the Pacific Northwest shorelines. People are going and looking for feet.
That's gross.
Brings a whole new meaning to foot fetish. What these scavengers sought remains a prickling curiosity. Severed feet. Okay, let's get back to the one they found in Charleston. Because they did find a body. So, let me see.
Yikes.
No, I'm not seeing it. Oh. Oh, this is 3 years ago. That's old news. Severed foot. Here it is. May 4th. Severed foot in shoe at City Marina. I can't believe I'm actually. This is a topic of discussion. I can't. Foot serial killer on the run. No pun intended. Yes, she did. She intended that pun.
Oh, yeah, please.
No,
yeah.
I don't want your free app. Just show me the article. Really, this is morbid. I'm reading it anyway. Yeah. And I continue to read it.
You do.
What are you playing?
And look at the picture.
What are you playing?
I'm just playing Elvinar. Setting my cities. Oh, for the day, and then I leave it to go. That's it. All I do. See?
A shoe has been... This is gross. You ready?
Yeah.
The complainant notified employees at the marina that a shoe has been sitting on the dock for approximately 6 days, with possible remains of a human foot inside of it, the report said. The shoe, a teal size 9 Adidas sneaker, had a black sock inside of it, the report said. An object believed to be bone was seen inside the shoe and sticking out of the top.
Ew. When was this one?
The shoe's a unique color. What? This was the one last week here in Charleston.
Ah.
They're hoping to identify the person through the... Okay, but they said they found a body. Where is that story? I actually have to go on the local news app because Google doesn't have it yet.
Ew.
I must read about them solving this mystery. Not that I can solve, because I don't know anybody who wears Adidas. Sorry. My phone is so slow. So painfully slow. News. Live 5. Come on. You can do it. You can open phone. I know you can. Oh, my tea is almost gone.
Oh, that is terrible. I didn't even have coffee yet, so I'm like...
When it gets down to the bottom, like half an inch, I have to turn this little heating thing off or it gets really hot and it gets like a skin on top.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't taste yummy.
Okay. Oh, it's the first story. Officers, deputies investigating severed foot find human remains near the Citadel.
Oh, really?
Isn't that lovely?
Yours is so funny. Oh, gosh.
Stop laughing at me. That's it. There's no story attached to this. Come on, guys. Oh, it's my phone.
Come on, go.
It's my phone. I'm blaming the guys. And it's my stupid slow phone.
I need to know. inquiring minds, you know?
Okay, here we go. Officials with the Charleston Police Department say their department's Harbor Patrol and Charleston County Sheriff's deputies were searching a marsh area of the Citadel when they found what appeared to be skeletal remains. They
No.
began the search at 10:30 a.m. this morning, and the remains were found at about 11:30. So in an hour, they found the remains. The search was being done in reference to a human foot found on May 1st, encased in an Adidas shoe at the Charleston City Marina.
Now, is that where Ed's boat is?
No, Ed's boat is in our yard. He docks out of Mount Pleasant. He goes to Shem Creek usually, and
Oh, I actually like that's a nicer, better anyway.
yeah. They were called to the scene. Coroner's office was called to the scene and removed the remains from the location. Officers were also seen blocking off a nearby area of land at the end of the Dunneman Avenue in connection to the case. A photographer who took pictures of the investigation reported he saw emergency crews next to the Marine boot camp / drill area. Isn't that nice? We got these military students, these guys murdering each other.
It wasn't like a recruit.
We thought it was just a drill.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
We didn't know it had live ammo.
Yeah. Oh my God. You never know.
Blocking off the marsh. So there's a video of them blocking off the marsh. Oh, police investigate bodies. So that's it. There's no update. They haven't identified the remains. Nothing. It's too new a story.
That's wild. I don't know. Does no one report these people missing? Like, what the heck?
You said boot camp. Jolie let 5 jokes go. I did. Jessica, what? I was on a roll. What can I tell you? You know, every now and then something happens in my brain, something kind of like either makes a connection or short circuits, but the result is usually the same or similar. All it takes is one thing to set me off, and that's it.
Yeah. I don't usually sit with my computer on, but I'm just tired today.
Yeah, it's weird. We're kind of flip-flopped. You're low energy, and I'm higher energy this morning. It's usually the way around.
Yeah, because my kids wear me out with their freaking leaving their shit home, and I have to go back to the school, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want
to. I'm telling you, get some duct tape, and before she leaves in the morning, duct tape her glasses to her forehead, her lunchbox to her back.
I know. She's a pain in my butt. She's a big pain in my butt.
Does Ellie ever forget stuff, or is it just the older one?
No, very rarely. Ellie thinks I've only brought one thing to her, and that was because I didn't have stuff for their lunches, and I needed to bring her stuff. So yeah, no, Ellie's usually very good about that. Very good about it. It's the Mackamo that's a little bit she's a pain in the butt.
Mackamo, is that what you just said?
Mackamo, yeah, she's the one that leaves everything home. I think it's just because she doesn't really want to be going there. She's just like, well, whatever.
I get that. I get it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that right there, she says.
Maybe she just wants that extra connection with you.
Yeah,
knowing
probably.
that mom is going to be doing something for me, even after I've been in school for half an hour.
Yeah.
I still get mom to do stuff for me.
Luckily, she's in the front row for the first period of her day, because if she wasn't, then she would be SOL and wouldn't be able to see.
What grade is she in now?
Mac is in 9th grade. She is 15, believe it or not.
Crazy.
15.
I was 15 when Ed and I started dating. How's that for scary?
Oh, yeah.
He was almost 17. He was almost 17 and I was 15. He was my first boyfriend. My mother did not like him. She liked him because he was she liked him in the way that he's very personable and talks and jokes and he's loud and everything, but she did not like me dating him.
No,
she did not like him for me. Because I was the good girl and he was the wild boy. He said that she backed him into the corner in the kitchen and threatened him.
Oh my God!
One time when he came to visit me, I'm like, you never told me. He never told me, but he remembered all these years.
Oh, she did. She like said, "Look, this is the way it is." Oh my
Yeah,
god.
she was like, if you think that you're gonna marry my daughter's gonna marry the first boy she dates to get another thing coming or something like that. I don't remember because that's what I did. Well, my mother met my father when they were 14, and then they dated for years, and then they got married when they were both 22, I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And so, I guess my mother didn't want me going the same route. Actually, that's kind of like what moms want for their daughters. My first boyfriend, you get married, and you know, then you don't, no worries.
Yeah, really.
But no, she was like,
She was like, "Back off, buddy."
It was the guy, he smoked and he drove dirt bikes. He liked fast cars. He
He was
was
a cool boy.
always in trouble. He was always in trouble, even
He's in
without
trouble.
meaning to be. The first
He's
time I
still in
ever
trouble.
saw him, they had this huge, outside the Sunrise Mall, they had this huge, like, art piece, but it was a black cube standing on one of the points, on one of its points, and it turned around. It revolved, right? And I'm talking, when I
Oh,
say black
really?
cube, I'm talking like the thing was probably 15, 20 feet high, right? The first time I ever saw him, he was climbing the cube.
Oh
It's like,
my
who is this
god.
lunatic climbing the cube outside the
He's a
mall?
freak. He's like he has no fear. He does. He's
No, he
like
has no fear, natural
no
fear of
fear.
heights. It's actually really frightening.
Oh, I
He,
don't like that. I do have a natural fear of
I have a
heights.
photo of him. Yeah, I do too. I mean, I don't even have to go that high before it kicks in. Boy, I
Yeah,
start getting,
I don't
oh
like
man,
anything like
squirrels are
that.
fighting and they just actually fell. I can't believe it. They were ripping into each other. Hey, guys. Hey,
Oh
hey.
god, you crack
Oh
me
my
up.
God. Hey, stop it.
It's like get along already, assholes. You big
These
rats.
squirrels, these squirrels, I kid you not, just fell like 12 feet attached to each other from the bird feeder onto the
They're fight-
ground. And when I looked over the railing, they were like in a ball, tumbling, fighting each other.
they're fighting like
And I'm yelling, hey, knock it
the
off.
feeder.
They're fighting over. There's 3 feeders up there, but they both like that one. It's their favorite, so they fight over it. I can't believe I just saw that.
Do they
That they
have the
just kind
same
of
food in
fell.
them?
Huh?
Do they have the same food in the feeders?
Yeah, it's all black oil sunflower seed. It's all we put out there. It's
So
the
what the
same
fuck?
food, but I guess it's the easiest access feeder. I just can't. My eyes couldn't believe it. That what I was seeing. I forgot what I was talking about.
Holy
Oh, I was talking about
crazy.
Ed climbing a flagpole. I have a picture of Ed climbing a flagpole in Manhattan. He was there for St. Patrick's Day, probably drunk
What?
when he was 17.
Oh my god.
Well, New York City and St. Patrick's Day
I've
and
been
drunks go
to
together.
New York City like once or twice, and that's never happening again. I think my kids were there too. I'm like, what am I doing? Like,
I got another text from Jessica.
uh,
Oh, actually, I got several. Okay, here we go. We're going to read Jessica's text, okay?
I love it. Yes.
Okay, Gabby's keeping an eye on the chat. That's where we're starting. So, all the rest of these are Jessica's. Don't see anywhere to click live. Found it. I can't believe people still wear Adidas. Foot serial killer on the run. You said boot camp and totally let like 5 jokes go.
Oh
You,
yeah, you did.
you are yelling at squirrels. And now in quotes, she's got, I met my first boyfriend when he was scaling a great cube. Squirrel! This is my daughter. This is my daughter. Huh?
She's not yours. She's mine.
She's aliens. I'm telling you. She's alien.
Mine. She's mine. Oh mine. Oh mine. Oh
Is
mine.
anybody saying anything in chat? Jessica, why aren't you chatting?
I am. I
Go
said
harass
hello,
Gabby.
and hi.
Go harass Gabby in chat for a minute, will you?
No one else. No one else. Yeah, you did totally let all those go. Boot camp and the foot. I mean, like, come on now. What are we gonna do with you? Seriously.
I don't know.
Like, really?
I don't know. Give me some chocolate and coffee and I'll be happy. I might actually shut up for a minute.
I hear Harrell upstairs. He's banging and taking a shower and hitting the wall and.
Harrell is up, spasticating upstairs, gonna kill himself in the shower by
bad.
slipping around.
freaking out in there. I'm like, what are you
How
doing?
do I comment in the actual video? How? There is,
On the right
Jessica,
side.
if you're on your phone, forget it. You're not going to be able to do it. If you're on
you
your
can't,
iPad, there might be a little thing that looks like a cartoon bubble somewhere. If you touch the screen, it might appear. And if you touch that, it'll probably open up a chat for you. How? Stop watching this for squirrels, she says. No. What else do I
You should
have?
put the camera on the squirrels. I want to see the fucking squirrels, bitch.
You know, I probably should, but they're not up there since they're tussled.
It would be the best. Tune in live for Squirrel Cam 200 times a day.
I mean, there was fur flying. I saw fur floating through the air, man. Man, these things are serious. They are serious about their seeds, man. What I should probably do is move that feeder, and then it'll force them to go to the other feeders.
They don't wanna.
That one is the only really easy access one. The others, they have to work a little too hard. They got to go up on the roof and come down the other way. So if they're all a little too hard, then they'll have no choice. So maybe they'll go to separate ones. There's my flawed logic again.
They're so funny.
You never know, it may work. Hey, I was thinking about you yesterday when I was doing these dots that I was going to be doing an orange rock for you, right? So I did some practice dots of different shades of orange.
Hey.
What did you do yesterday, Beth? I painted some dots on a rock.
I did some dots on a rock. Hey, yeah.
Do I need to pay for YouTube? No.
No, not at all.
Couldn't find it on iPad or phone. Do I need to pay for YouTube? No. You don't need to pay.
No, and you're not paying for it anyway because it's stupid. No.
You know what we might actually start doing? I'm thinking maybe we should do this because we probably get more viewers if we started doing Facebook Live instead of YouTube. We could try it for a while. We could do like 1 week of just Facebook Live because people know how the chat works there. You just comment and it comes up like a chat, like a scrolling chat.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should, I don't know if YouTube is the way to go right now. Maybe we could do it later. I don't know. If I could do both at the same time, I would, but I can't. That's just too much.
Yeah.
That's too much live streaming.
But I could do one-on-one and you could do one on the other. Right?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I mean, we were originally talking about doing this as a podcast. And when we were using the word podcast, for some reason, I was thinking audio only, not thinking that we were actually going to be showing our faces.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah.
I can't be shy.
Yeah, what is she saying here? Facebook won't connect and I'm not on there now. Meh. I just want to comment. Meh. Jessica, do you have a laptop? Do you have a laptop that you can get on YouTube with? Because it's much easier to chat on a laptop.
Yeah, and we should also do, one of us could do Periscope and the other one could do Facebook.
Because the mobile version is probably a dummied down version of the actual computer
Probably
website.
have more people on Periscope than I do.
I have a lot of followers on Periscope, and I've never done one live stream. It's just that I got followers by following people. The squirrels are back.
Yeah, so then maybe do a Periscope Facebook, and then we can flip-flop it. One day you're on Periscope, one day I'm on there.
She says, I can see Pauletti's comments, but can't comment. Well, that's annoying. I mean, the only other thing we could do is a Ustream stream, but we'll never get any followers there. I mean, Ustream is really easy to comment on, even on an iPhone. But the problem with Ustream is that it doesn't have the broad audience that YouTube
Jessica, look at the comments. I'm tempting you and you cannot
Are you being
reply.
evil? Are you being evil? I can't read it.
Yeah.
It's out of focus.
Hello, Herlibel.
Is it time to go? Is it time for us to end this lovely morning stream?
It is actually time. We've been on here quite a while. Jessica needs to find a way to get in the chat so that she can, because we need that.
Yeah.
And and we also need to discuss Periscope and or Ustream, whichever one you
Yeah,
prefer.
we need
And
to discuss other streaming options, definitely.
Facebook, other platforms.
Yeah.
Because then more people can comment. Because more people are definitely using their phones than or their
Yeah, what's up,
tablets.
YouTube? You can't get your mobile app to include chat? Are you like 5 years
I
behind
guess
everybody
so.
else? What's going
I will
on?
take care of that in 1 second. I'll be right there. All right, I have to
Okay.
go.
All right, I'm ending the stream. Have a good day.